Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM Dumpster Fire. Today we're here to watch a Arbonne opportunity call. I forgot what we were doing today, so I kind of had to glance at my screen. Yeah, we're definitely here for an Arbonne training. It might be an opportunity call. As per usual, I'm blind reacting. I don't know what's gonna happen here. This was sent to me a good while ago, and I was actually supposed to react to this maybe back in January or something, but I just kept changing my schedule and postponing, and I don't know, but yeah, we're here to watch it finally. So this is gonna be like a interview type of way. It's 31-minute long, so we might be here for a while, we might not, depending on how problematic they are, and I have no idea. Before we get into it, don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you would like to support my channel in a nice free way. And as always, big shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support, and let's just get into this. If you hear some sounds, I'm sorry. I'm literally right next to the construction site, and they were very quiet up until the point I started recording my videos. Of course, like it has to happen, right? So I'm sorry. I don't know if the mic is picking it up. Probably not, but if it is, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. My windows are closed and it's still very loud.
Hi, it worked.
Yeah, it's working. Okay, let me get my camera adjusted here.
Yeah, same. Or well, I guess when I move back, I'll look more normal.
Okay,
So pretty.
so excited.
Me too. I never do Instagram Live. Do you?
Very rarely. I've done like a handful of them. I probably need to do more of them, but like,
Same.
yeah, I just like hardly ever get on and do this.
Same. Okay. Well, I am excited. Thank you so much for doing this.
Hi, guys.
Super fun to just connect with different people. And then, like my network's always used to hearing from me. And I feel like I'm always sharing just what works for me. And I just want people to be able to hear another story.
Yeah, especially because there's so many different people and walks of life and personalities and like literally every different type of person here. It's cool for people to really see like there's so many different people that do this.
Absolutely. I totally agree. So let's just dive right in, I guess, right? So hello to everybody, and thank you so much for joining us today. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jenna Hausman. I am an independent consultant and district manager with Arbonne. I've been with Arbonne now. Actually, in 2 days, it'll be my 10-month anniversary. So just a little under a year. And then I met the beautiful Kristen here, and you can introduce yourself and just give us a little bit of background.
Okay, so hi guys. My name is Kristen. I would say my whole last name, but it's super long. So we'll just say Herbold. My husband always gives me crap because I kept my really long maiden name with my married name.
Really?
And it's a whole thing. Yeah. Well, my maiden name is like 11 letters long, so I kept that and added it. And so, yeah, it's kind of an inside joke. But anyways, I have been with Arbonne for 2.5 years now, which seems crazy. It seems like it's only been like as long as you've been in here. It goes by so fast. And I am an area manager with Arbonne. I am in North Dakota, originally from Montana, but moved over here about 1.5 years ago. And honestly, a big part of that is in thanks to Arbonne. My husband has worked over here in the oil field for pretty much the whole 7 years now this month that we've been together. And so having him gone half the time was really hard. I worked in jewelry for a long time, which obviously was really fun. Never thought that I would want to stay at home until I had my daughter, who's 3 now. I made it back for like 3 days of work after my maternity leave. And I was like, I can't do this. I want to stay at home. My husband supported that, but we knew there'd be, I'm going to try to make this as short as possible. We knew that there would be like a lot of sacrifices with that, but with his weird schedule, it was really important that, she have a normal dynamic and get to be at least around me as much as possible. So I decided to stay home with her, and I absolutely loved it, but I also wanted to find something for me. I have a background in bodybuilding. I competed for about 6 years. And so fitness, nutrition, health has always been a really important thing to me. And I got really burnt out before I had her on the gym because I'd been doing some shows back to back. So long story short, after several months after having her and staying at home, and then the C word hit the world. I had let myself go to where I never thought that I would. And I was like, okay, something's got to change. I had a supplement sponsor at the time from competing, but I couldn't actually use their products breastfeeding. So I was looking for something for that. I was looking for something to do for myself because my current side hustle that I was doing I could hardly call it a side hustle. and not something that I was passionate about. And I had people wanting me to help them with their health again, like I'd done before when I competed. Arbonne kept popping up. I was seeing people joining. I was seeing people that were also breastfeeding using their products. So I decided to join as a consultant, grab the 30 days to healthy living. And as soon as I started it, I knew like I can't not share this with people. So I jumped.
Okay, I don't like the way that she just glanced over that she kind of implied Arbonne is safe for when you're breastfeeding and stuff. She did not put a disclaimer. She just slipped that one right in. I do not like the sound of that. Also, I just have to mention every time when they mention 30 days to healthy living, from what I've seen, there is absolutely nothing healthy or sustainable about 30 days to healthy living. I don't know if they made any changes from the last time I took a look at the program. Sorry, I'm staring at the monitor because I was just getting screenshots for the thumbnail. You know, you gotta multitask when you have 4 jobs. Yeah, I have 4 jobs technically. Yeah, 30 days to healthy living, not sustainable. You're going to starve yourself. In my opinion, I have seen people's meals and everything that they have on the plate is like a child-size portion. And I'm not joking. And if you are someone who works out or moves a lot or whatever, you're burning a lot of calories throughout your day. It's never good for an adult, but especially if you are very active, like you're gonna be so hungry. And I've been there, I've done that. I have been on a toxic influencer cookie cutter program that I thought was personalized, but it wasn't. Shocker, right? I was working out. I had a very demanding, physically demanding job in a night pack. In a retail, in a shop, right? So I was restocking, I was lifting heavy boxes like 10 hours every night and things like that. And alongside of that, my portion sizes were the tiniest ever. I was so hungry. I was so sick after, I don't know, a month and a half on being on that program and working the job and working out and everything and being exhausted. I got sick. I got physically sick. I would throw up every night before the end of my shift. I didn't have the energy or the capacity to finish a full night shift. I would get sick every morning, and I mentioned this before, but I'm gonna keep mentioning it because it's very scary. My coworkers thought that I was pregnant because I would get sick and I would throw up every morning before around 5 a.m. I was just exhausted and I was sick and I needed to eat and I needed to like eat proper food and I needed to increase the size of my portions. And once I did that, I was fine. It was nothing. It was just from exhaustion and not eating enough that my body couldn't take it anymore. So it's very dangerous, and that is exactly what I see when I see people that do 30 days to healthy living. I see nothing sustainable in that program. And please be mindful if you want to get on a health and fitness journey, if you want to lose weight, whatever, please talk to someone professional before you do, especially if you're a noob, a beginner. All of these things are very dangerous and they can really destroy your relationship with your food. Or if you've always had a bad relationship with food and then you proceed to make it worse, it's very hard to recover. It took me 2 years minimum, more than 2 years, to really get back on track somewhat. And it took me about like a year of therapy and a healthy, good plan from a professional to get me to a point where I finally can say that first, I'm healthy, and second, my relationship with food is finally healthy as well. So that was a whole rant, but I get really scared when people who are not qualified, and like a lot of people in MLMs do this, they give people advice without thinking of the potential consequences. Like you can literally destroy someone's relationship with food. It can lead to an eating disorder and things like that. This is getting triggering, so I'm gonna shut up now, but I hope this rant made sense.
Right in, and here we are. And like I said, being in North Dakota together as a family, because we now also have a 1-year-old son, really wouldn't have happened without Arbonne, because like I said, there was a lot of sacrifices. We still, lived a great life with just my husband's income, but my added income with that has allowed to make huge changes, allowed us to work from anywhere and do so many things that we didn't think would be possible when I decided to stay at home. So I'm, for a million reasons, but especially that one, very thankful that we get to see my husband every single day.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Okay, well, there we have it for her. I forgot to mention that earlier as well. She wanted to stay at home with her baby, and that's all understandable and whatever, but MLMs are not the solution because, yeah, most of the people don't make any money, and there's other remote opportunities or other online jobs that you can do where you can stay at home with your kids, and you're most likely going to be more present than MLMers because when you're in an MLM, you can be at home, but you're always going to think about your MLM biz. What's your next Instagram post going to be or whatever, because you're trained to think that way.
Incredible.
Yeah, so I will let you, I could go off on my story forever. I know we all can, so I'll let you kind of go over yours.
Yeah, mine's, and I love that you have a background in like fitness and nutrition. So, people can say like, okay, because I feel like for me, sometimes it's like, well, I really don't have an education in this. I'm learning as I go, the benefits. Okay, so I'll start.
This right there, I think I'm gonna have to add a trigger warning for this video because Arbonne is just so triggering and there's hair in my mouth. That right there is what I have a problem with. First of all, just because this lady did bodybuilding competition shows, some would argue that that is not healthy. It's crazy. Not everyone can do it, okay? Crazy in a good way, I think. But there is also a bad way where I have seen so many former competitors come out and tell their stories of how competition led them to body dysmorphia, EDs, and things like that. When you get into such shape where you are low body fat, when you start regaining the weight, it's so easy to be like, oh my God, I don't like what I see in the mirror anymore. Like, I'm not as lean as I used to be. But when in reality, the level of lean percentage that you get to when you're in a competition is not sustainable. So that can also be so very dangerous. But just because she was competing, it doesn't necessarily make her a professional, because she probably had a coach that was coaching her for the competition. Just because she was in a competition doesn't make her competent or certified to now help others in their fitness journeys. Like, you're not a personal trainer, you're not a dietitian, you were just competing in a bodybuilding competition. You know what I mean? Then especially this lady comes like, I don't even have fitness experience or anything, and I'm just here trying to help people with their weight loss journey. It's like, you just said it yourself. You just said the problem yourself. You're not certified. You don't know what you're doing. You learning along the way is fine if you're doing it for yourself. Like, do things at your own risk. How do people not see the problem with this is baffling to me. I'm just getting mad. So let's let them keep talking, I guess.
Real quick. So I've been in network marketing for many years, have definitely found a love of it, always worked. I do work full-time, a 9-to-5 job. I do work from home, so that definitely creates the flexibility that I can do both, which is really so. I've always seen the benefit of having a side hustle and a side income, and so I've always loved network marketing and what it has brought to people's lives. In 2020,
What people's lives, though? I have questions. You're still doing your 9-to-5 job, and probably not because you want to, but because you're not earning any money from network marketing. So tell me, is it the top 1% or point something percent on the top of Arbonne that are earning a shit ton of money? It did a lot for their lives, right? Is that what you mean? I have questions.
I personally just went through my own health and wellness journey. I just wasn't liking where I was at that point in my life. And the gyms were closed, everything was closed. And I was like, I need to make a change. And so I just started running outside, which I hate running. Now I love running, but so I brought my social network just along that journey with me. Like, I would post my workouts every day, post different things that I'm finding that were working for me, because let's be honest, especially during that time, so many of us were feeling such different feelings around, like lack of movement, just kind of stress,
isolation,
all that kind of stuff. So I really made a connection with so many people on a health and wellness thing. And I was having I've always in my life struggled with gut issues, and I guess never knew that it was gut issues. So to not go into too many TMI details, but I saw somebody post about this gut health, and I was like, okay, I think that that might help me. And so
I'm just gonna get very pissed off in this video, I guess. Here we are. If you're having issues, if you're, first of all, sometimes it can be normal, it can be something that you eat, or it can be just period, hormones, things like that. But if you're constantly having issues that seem to be gut issues and that are making you very uncomfortable, if it's painful, it's lasting for a while, you can't see what's affecting it, or you haven't tried, or if you don't know where to start, you need to consult with a medical professional. Self-medicating and trying to self-diagnose, and that's a very big issue in today's world, especially in MLMs.
I signed on as a preferred customer, grabbed our gut health and our greens, because that was another thing. I was like, I feel like I need to incorporate this. Like, I'm trying to be healthy, and I know I definitely don't eat the right things. So I think our greens would be great. So that's the 2 products that I started on. Immediately saw like instant results, and I was like, that's it. I need to share this with like the entire world, because I think this aligns so much with my lifestyle right now and just so many of the conversations that I'm having with people. And I think that this could truly help. Number 1, the products can help people no matter where they're at in their health and wellness journey. And number 2, like I said, I've always seen what network marketing and social selling could do for people. And so those 2 things combined, I was like, I am totally sold, upgraded my account for $20, and here we are. And then within the first, I think I hit district in the first 10 days of my business, which was amazing. And then the next month qualified for area. Wasn't able to close out area, but definitely #goals.
And I know you're going to do it so soon, because that like 10 days for district is huge. Like, that is amazing. Yeah, like you said, you try it and you just love it and you can't help but not share it. And I feel like so many people overthink like what network marketing is, or they've heard from different companies, or in the past there was all these stipulations and you have to carry so much inventory and you have to do, you know, in-house parties every day of the week, and there's all these crazy things. And it's honestly, at least speaking for Arbonne, not that way anymore. You know, we don't have to carry any inventory. We're not required to do any orders. Obviously, you share things that you love, and so we order a lot that we use every day. Like, I could probably name off 20 products right off the top of my head that I use every single day. Mm-hmm. So it's nice that stuff you already are going to.
For the love of God, why would you ever think that as a healthy person with no health issues, on a healthy way, why would you think that you need 20 supplements per day? First of all, it's probably hurting you, because yeah, taking too many supplements, taking supplements that you don't need can be dangerous as well. Also, it's a waste of money, if nothing else. 20 supplements? Arbonne as well. Arbonne is expensive as fuck. I mean, even if I wanted to, I couldn't afford to consistently buy at Arbonne, because their prices are insane.
Use shampoo, body wash, face wash, nutrition things. You just order from your own store a better version, instead of having to support a big box store. And then you can share those things that you love. It's that simple. You don't have to do all of those things. You don't have to have thousands of dollars in inventory. You don't have monthly quotas. You can have it truly be just a side hustle that you share here and there, all the way up to, if you look at our earnings.arbonne.com, the top people in our company, the average, and there's a lot of them are far above average, earn $22,000 a month. Like, that is insane. So it can be literally whatever.
Yeah, but how many of them? How many of them? You're not gonna acknowledge that one? That it's only a few people, literally, from hundreds of thousands of reps in Arbonne?
You want it to be. And the other big thing is, like, a lot of people think like, oh, there seems to be this stigma around network marketing products that they don't work as well. But with us, we have so many incredible certifications and all of these standards for our products that are unheard of. And there's a reason that we've been around for 42 years with an amazing reputation, and we're still continuing to grow and flourish. And like, the momentum is just absolutely insane. And it has been for pretty much the whole 2 years I've been here. So if you guys don't know about Arbonne, we've got over 450 products. So we have skincare that is all dermatologist tested and recommended. We actually have a clinical grade skincare line now that is amazing. A full line of makeup that some of our people use professionally, a full line of nutrition, Bath and body, hair care, men's, babies, like all of the things. So you know you're using safe, clean products on your family, on yourself. And not only is everything certified vegan, it's also certified cruelty-free, non-GMO, gluten-free, non-toxic, and we ban over 2,000 ingredients in all of our products, which is unheard of. To put that in perspective, the United States bans less than 20 ingredients in our personal care products. The UK bans about 12 to 1,400, and we obviously go far over and above that with over 2,000 ingredients. So you know that you're getting things that are not only going to be clean and safe, but also very beneficial to you.
Totally. And like you said, it's like shopping your own store. It's like, why go to, and so much is coming out now. Like you see the dry shampoo that was just, recalled for all this stuff. And it's like, wake up, people, just because it's on a store shelf does not mean, like you said, there's just like this history of stigma around social selling, when it's like you can't trust what you're buying off the store shelf, either. So why not trust somebody and a company that's done their research, not be anti-MLM or whatever the case, and support your friends and your small businesses versus supporting those big box stores.
Okay, let's stop it right there and let's answer the question. Why be anti-MLM and why not support small Arbonne businesses? Lady, you're an independent contractor for Arbonne. You are not a small business owner. Arbonne is not your business. It's not your small shop or your small boutique or whatever the hell. Boutique is clothing shop, isn't it? You are not your own boss. It's not your own business. It's not a small business altogether. Again, you're a 1099 contractor for Arbonne. Don't trust what's on the shelf, sure, but why would a person, anyone, trust random stranger on the internet telling them my product is the best, you should use my products, when that person gets incentives and benefits if I buy from them? So why would I trust them comparing to a store? Also, I would bet that neither of these ladies is actually making a good income in Arbonne. But let's take a look at the income disclosure statement very quickly. This is another reason why we do not support MLMs and why people should be anti-MLM very much, because most of the people that join Arbonne, most of the distributors, they're not making any money in return. They're not making any profit. And this was backed up by the FTC, that most people that join an MLM company, most distributors, are never going to make any profit. And Arbonne is no different. The independent consultants, which is the lowest level, their average annual earnings are $223 per year. Median, which is even more accurate earning, is $119 per year. Most of the distributors that join Arbonne earn $119 per year. They do not make profit. They earn $119, but that's not even profit because they spend a lot more than what they're getting back. And the percentage of people that is on this level is 63% of all distributors. The second level here is district managers, which is 25% of people, of all distributors. They earn on average $1,700, median annual earnings $1,250, which again, I bet that if they take 20 supplements, they are spending a lot more money than $1,250 a year. Again, they're not profiting. Only 1% is making great money. This other one said that she was at the second level. She earns maybe 1,200 median per year. So she's not profiting either. I don't know this one. I don't remember if the first one mentioned what level she's at. But anyway, neither of them is top 1%. So neither of them is actually making a significant amount of money in Arbonne. These are the biggest statistically proven reasons why people are anti-MLM. You are working for free. And again, it's not your small business.
Like you said, I get my toothpaste, my deodorant, my lotions. I was just talking to a friend. I'm like, teachers, get ready because all your Christmas gifts are coming from Arbonne with our cute little holiday sets and hand lotions and things like that, because, it just feels so much better. Like I would so rather purchase from a friend, help a small business, and get quality products rather than giving that to, my local grocery store or Target or Sephora. And so, yeah, I love that about Arbonne. And like you said, I just think the world is shifting. People are becoming more open to social selling and supporting that. And I just love being a part of it and growing. Like I said, I've been in network marketing like before it was probably even called network marketing. From like right out of college, I joined a company because I saw like that vision for myself. And I think we just have to be realistic. People.
She's been in network marketing since college. She saw that vision for herself, and the way she made it sound like that was a very long time ago. So, what, maybe 10 years ago? She's probably in her 30s or something. For years and years and years, she has saw this vision for herself, yet she still holds a 9 to 5 job. Because she's still, after all those years, maybe even decades, she is not earning enough money in network marketing to not have to do the 9 to 5 job. If that doesn't tell it all, I mean, I personally, I feel sad for her situation, because she's wasting her time and her efforts on MLM. They're clearly not working for her if she's still not able to earn any money off of it. But second of all, I have to say, I do love when they debunk themselves.
Prior to nowadays, it was like, join and you're going to become like a millionaire, but like that's not what it is, and that's not what we're trying to portray. What we're trying to say is like it's just normal people here sharing products that they use, love, and that work for them, and it makes an impact on their family. Whether it's buying groceries for the week, whether it's like for me, I just paid off my kids' Disney trip. We're going to Disney for the first time, and Arbonne completely funded that Disney trip. And so that's huge, to not have to like plug into our savings to take out for a vacation. And we can just, use my Arbonne card on that. So, it's just making small.
If you're making such good money though at Arbonne, why do you still have that 9 to 5 job though? Just a question.
Impacts, which are really big impacts on a quote unquote normal family. And I definitely, I know for me and for you, we have similar visions where like, yes, we are going to continue to build this and help as many people as we can get their hands on these products to make them feel good, and as many people to have this opportunity to be able to see a vision and growth for themselves, that they could be more and do more and take any stress off of whatever they're going through.
Yeah, because there's so
Okay, but joining an MLM, you're not taking off any stress. You're just adding more stress and more responsibilities to your schedule, or probably already busy schedule. You're just making it worse for yourself, and you're not even making any profit out of adding more stress to yourself. So
many people now that honestly, it's not even paycheck to paycheck. It's not even making it to the next paycheck. And a lot of people worry that you have to have so much free time to do something like this, and you have to spend hours. And I mean, if you are going to want to build to that $22,000 a month, obviously you're going to have to put some time in it. But we still have so many people at that level that are insanely busy with full-time jobs past 40 hours, that have families, or, single parents that have multiple jobs. And it's such an amazing opportunity because it fits so well in nooks and crannies of your day that honestly, a lot of the most successful people here are insanely busy people. I have a couple moms on my team who have other businesses, have 4 kids, like sports schedules, school schedules, all the things. And they do insanely well because they just fit it right. They're already busy doing things. They're already out talking to people. And it really comes down to just sharing what you love with people. And you're already out having those conversations. You're already telling people like, oh, you need to try this new restaurant. Oh my gosh, look at what I got at Target or Starbucks or whatever. It's really that simple of like just sharing things that you love. And then you have people here, if you want to take it further than that, you have us and so many other leaders and resources and trainings to take whatever your goal is and make it happen. But it's really cool because you have so many people start that it's like, yeah, I'll like do it here and there. And they don't really see a big vision for it because a lot of people are like us. They tried the products and then they turned into, I mean, I was technically a consultant from the beginning, but I tried everything and then was like, okay, I feel amazing in a few days. Like, we're going to do this. Pretty much everyone started as a client and they became a consultant because they loved it so much. And so you have people.
Okay, but if it's so easy, why do most of the people, most of the Arbonne distributors, as seen in the income disclosure statements a few minutes ago, why are most of them still not making it profit? If it's that easy, why are neither of you two on top 1% making a bunch of money in Arbonne? I think that's a fair question.
Like, oh yeah, like they don't really see a big vision at first, and then they truly start to see how many people they're helping that they know and how many people they love. And then it's not like we're being a pest and like that typical network marketing stigma. We're really impacting people. Like, if you can impact people's health, what is better than that? Like, there's really not much better you can do for people that you know than help.
You're not educated to impact people's health. You should direct them to a doctor, to a professional.
Them with their health. And a lot of people realize, like, oh wow, like a lot of people I know are already looking for things like this, especially with, like you said, all the sunscreen recalls, the dry shampoo recalls, so many things, because these companies, even though they're big companies, they make things as cheaply as they can, and unfortunately don't really care that it's known to cause issues until it's, you know, on the forefront and they have to recall it. So it really, like, in so many different ways, it's such an amazing opportunity, but you don't have to be like, you don't have to have all this time to do it. You can fit it in the nooks and crannies of your days and really build something incredible.
Absolutely. And I think that's the other thing. It's like people always think it has to be like work or Arbonne. You know, I can't do both. And it's like, no, you can. You know, you can do both. And like you said, busy people are the best people. And let's be honest, like how many times are you on social media just aimlessly scrolling, get like caught in that little TikTok reel funnel, and like before you know it, 20 minutes has passed, when it's like that could be time that you're sharing something truly that could help people. And like you said, there is nothing better than helping people with their health. I know for me, just like a quick little snippet here, like I've been a proactive. You know, I had lost my mom to breast cancer almost 12 years ago. So since then, it's like, okay, what are you putting in your body? What are you putting on your body? Your skin is your largest organ and just absorbs all of that so quickly. And actually, I just celebrated my 4-year. I had a prophylactic double mastectomy and reconstructive surgery. So it's like, I am willing to be a proactive person. And so if paying attention to ingredients and labels and all of that, and being able to share that with people so that they can, you know, make sure that they're feeling their best and putting on their body what's good for them, there's literally nothing more. And I never feel like, you know, sometimes you feel like, oh, am I bothering people? I never feel that when I'm sharing Arbonne, because I truly know that these products help and can help anybody, no matter, like I said, where you are. If you have a health or wellness, like everybody needs greens, everybody needs gut health in your life, no matter what, because like you need to, it's not until something goes wrong that then people are like, oh, I should have been taking care of this, you know, or like you find out you have something and then it's like, oh, I need to clean up my diet now because, you know, I'm having these issues. And it's like, be proactive, you know, like do your research, take care of your gut. It's like your second brain, and, you know, do things that make you feel good and look good and all of those things. And so I just love sharing that, because I think that, like I said, no matter what, our products could help you. And so could this opportunity. And like you said, sometimes you just work it in the nooks and crannies. We're not saying that everybody has to have the visions that we have, but every little bit helps. And so if you can help one person feel better, like, you know, I can only help the people that are in my network. And so that's why the networking, like, you know, Kristen can only help the people that are in her network. But if you know somebody and they know somebody, and then you can kind of just trickle down the goodness and just make sure that everybody knows about this amazing company and these products.
Yeah, it's really cool to see how like people, you know, connect you to another person, or like seeing other people's stories that have been in this longer than us, of like how they met someone, like, and all of these people that are now some of their best friends in their weddings that they would have never known if it wasn't for this. Like, I have some of my very best friends that will be my friends for life through this. Like Jenna, I met her in Vegas and like we instantly connected, and I'm just like so thankful to know her and be friends with her now, even just like, not even just because of the business. Like, we have no vested interest in each other's success. This community is absolutely incredible. Even when you completely put the business aside, like you always have people supporting you, in the business, but also outside of that, just like truly amazing people. And that's a big thing a lot of people need. Even if you just want community, that's another thing that's like, you don't have to want to run a big business, but a lot of people need like positive, supportive people in their life. And it's unfortunately kind of a hard thing to find these days. And that is one of my favorite parts of it. But the other thing that I thought of that I wanted to touch on while you were talking about that stuff is like the products being things that people need. A lot of products in like the weight loss or health, industry right now, everything's so focused on weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. And the thing that I love about Arbonne, because I wouldn't be able to support something that's one of those like magic pill, quick fad. Like I wouldn't do that. I know too much about actual nutrition. My husband was a personal trainer and
Yet literally you are supporting and shouting something out that's called 30 days to healthy living, as if it only takes 30 days to get healthy or to get healthy habits or whatever. It's a lot harder than that, and it takes a lot longer for most of the people than 30 days, but okay, whatever.
Still constantly study nutrition. Like I would have never done something like that. So having something that's convenient but actually teaches people a healthy lifestyle that actually fuels their body with nutrients and focuses on health first, and the weight and other things will follow. If you take care of your body the right way, everything else follows and you'll feel and look amazing. And it's actually a lifestyle that is easy. There's no food guilt. You have a healthy relationship with food. It's okay to treat yourself. You also need to have nutrients. 80-20 lifestyle. It's the thing that finally taught me balance, because as you can imagine, in the bodybuilding world, when you're prepping for a show, there's really not such thing as balance. And that's not healthy. That industry is not nearly as healthy as people think it is. And so having something that can teach people that they can stick with, and not like, for 6 weeks do this and then people binge and start, they're back at square one. I have so many people that started this 2.5 years ago with me, and they're still following the same plan and feeling good. And they go have some treats and enjoy some food and drinks, and they don't feel bad about it, because that's okay. If you don't have a lifestyle that you can enjoy some things and also feed your body with nutrients, and it's not sustainable, that is not a healthy lifestyle.
I think we've heard enough. Let me know down below what you thought about this call. Are you still going to be anti-MLM, or are you not going to be anti-MLM because the lady told us not to be? Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I appreciate you. You're a trooper. And as always, big shout out to all my channel members. Appreciate you guys, and thank you for being here. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.